Hello guys, this is Xiong, and today I'm gonna do a short movie review for you guys. It's called Firebase, and it is direct and written by Neil Blomkamp, the director who direct uh, District 9, Elysium, and Chappie, and now these two, now Firebase and Rocka. I'm gonna talk about the what I like about the movies. I uh, let me just I'm gonna give you guys a disclaimer. This is a brutal, gruesome, gritty short film. It's not for the faint at heart, and I'm just gonna tell you straight up front. It is not. It is gruesome. Uh, if I were to rate this movie, it would be a rated R, yeah, rated R, bloody and gory right after it. So, now that I have that off aside for you guys, I am gonna talk about what intrigued me, what I thought was cool, what was interesting. Um, I thought that I like the whole idea that this is tied to Vietnam. They were using napalm to kill this river god that they were, trying to kill. And the soldiers are dying because of our, our antagonist here, the river god. And so then I also like the whole idea, like soldiers just going up and they see, stuff floating, and then they see a dead body that, and they're the inside of the the I guess you can say the skin. They're creatures that are different and not human creatures. They're just bizarre. And also, then you see, bodies and tanks floating up to the sky. That was really bizarre and was scary, horrifying at the same time. It's just got that mixture, It's just like, what the hell is this, from a soldier's point of view. And then also you have the scene where this helicopter is being disassembled in midair. It's just like, you're the soldier, you're like, where the fuck, you know? How do we go back to base? We have to run, you know? So that's just like kind of give the whole notion of like, they're in the shithole pretty much. There's no way they're getting out of this. Away from this so-called river guys, a powerful being. And I like the whole the Russian mix sequence where the planes are coming down and you think they're gonna drop bomb and actually land upward like a spaceship, and then at the top of the tip of his nose it opens up and it use flamethrower and to kill the American. I thought that was kind of like cool, bizarre, weird at the same time, because you don't know where they are at in the time. Are they in the future or the past? Here they're obviously in the 70s, I guess in Vietnam. They actually explicitly tell you that. So I thought that was kind of interesting. It's just like, okay, it seemed like this, maybe the CIA was hiding some stuff that they don't want us to know. So kind of have that feel, and that no no that notion of it. What did I also? You have the Russian Mig. The CGIs are really good in this one. Probably a little much better than Rocco. Uh, Creature design, animations. You know, there's Let me just kind of go through this. Let's talk about the River God. Uh, he is, right here, this scene here. He's obviously, the Americans are fighting against the Viet Cong. He pops out, and he's in skeletal form, and then he just start taking these dead soldiers' body parts and putting on top of himself as uh, like a armor of sorts, and the way it comes on and the way it animated comes on is like really well done. It's like, yes, it is brutal. Yes, it is gruesome, but and also at the same time they really executed the look at gruesome and brutal, and the way the creatures look is just menacing. It's something that you don't want to see, because it's full of meat parts, muscle mass. It's just disturbing. That's because if you see one of these, supernatural being out in the jungle, you will be. I'll be scared shitless. I'll be scared. I mean, I'll be starting running like hell. I'll start running like Bug Bunny, or like uh Usain Bolt, because this is disturbing to me at least. And from the soldier's point of view, is just like you've never seen this kind of being that put on dead bodies muscle on as armor. It's just bizarre, and you don't see that every day. And when you do see it, it's disturbing. And I also like the face disintegration. Our river guy is a simple Vietnamese man, and the American apparently killed his wife and son. It looked like in the video, and he's screaming at him, and his face is like disassembled, and it's well done. And it feel like it was real. I feel like you can tell, that he actually was befallen by grief. And then also I like the meat part, and then he's walking. There's another sequence where um, he's walking, and then he have skeleton, and then he turned invisible, and you see his vein and like blood vessels, and I'm like, wow, that's really well executed. So it's like he became camouflage. Basically, he became invisible. It's like, so this guy is pretty powerful. One, he a telepath, he can deflect, and there's another scene here. The soldier shooting at them, and then the bullet just like just go around him. And it's just like a force field, and that was like really, really, really good. And it's like small detail like that. It tells a lot. That you can have a low budget and still have a great still have a great story to tell. So, and that was also well executed. I thought that was like, you have to slow it down and sort of catch it. So because obviously bullet flying fast, and he's trying to, and then the bullet goes around him. So let's talk about characters. Our The river guy. They do spend a lot of time explaining who the river guy, his power, what he does, what happened, that sort of thing. And then they have here two soldiers that they do talk to, Sergeant Bracken and Hines, Captain Hines or Hines, Sergeant Hines, one of those. And they're, Soldier Corporal Bracken is telling the story how he got there and to Vietnam, that sort of thing. And what he's seen is the river god. And then and we follow this gentleman here, because he is, I guess, um, so to speak, drawn into the river god, or drawn to something, and he had the urge to, like, with the motivation to kill the river god, and he just couldn't. He's the way to tell it. He's like destined for something. I guess that's what they're going for. Um, there's not a lot of storytelling, not a exposition on the river god. I wish we kind of get to see a little bit more, kind of see who he is, but we don't. And I guess that's okay. The point of this is he is a supernatural being. And then behind here, he's half struggle with coping, with the fear of the river god and himself, what's gonna happen. Which is, it's I wouldn't say normal, but that's typical. When you're in a war set as war theater, you're gonna experience some traumatic or PTSD, some you're gonna have nervous breakdown, that sort of thing. He almost had a nervous breakdown. So that's just what I the story and the characters. And now let's talk about it aesthetically. It's the prop look real. I mean, the guns feel real. Here feel real. You can tell the bullet flying out of the gun. You can see it. The actors are actually conveying. They actually are sweating. Especially this guy, he's sweat. I mean, there are other characters there sweating. They are sweating. They have their shirt off, and Vietnam. It is in the tropic equator. It is hot. It's humid. So, and the explosion looked really great, and I love the way they used the documentary font style. Like this is a recorded event and audios, and this is it's a classified video, and we are the audience who have uh, the document been released, and we are watching it for the first time. And I like that documentary style. I really do, because it's, to me, it feel almost personal. It feel like you're in it, you are following it. So that's why I like it a lot. So now let me talk about the what I am gonna talk about. I think why do I like this? Because it got that feel of it's in the war. It's in the war. I like war genre because it's to me, I feel like it's a period. It is a period piece movie genre, and the Vietnam is just we were the American were there, and we were fucking shit up, putting them on shit, destroying life and whatnot, and just making the world hate us. But beside the point is that it really captured the greediness and that being in Vietnam in the war is just not the greatest place to be. And now you gotta fight the river guy and the Viet Cong and got captured. And the way they tell the story, it feel like he is a myth. I feel like he's a legend, but he's actually real. And I like that. There's not a lot of movie or short film that really captured that sort of tone that this short film has. That it is feel like it's a myth that we don't know is actually real or fake because it's a CIA a classified video, and I like that because we don't know this may be fake or real, but it looks legit. So we have that feel that miss ingredient, and I really 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 like that because not a lot of movies have that. And this I love miss because it's like you're like, oh man, you're on the edge and you don't know, if what's real, what's fake, and this is on the edge between the line. So I really like that a lot. So going off a little bit long here, guys, but I really really like this volume. Really intrigued me, captivated me. It scared, it disturbed me a lot. In in a in a bad way and a good way because good is that his creatures design is unique. Bad is like it's kind of disturbing. If I were to give this a rating, I would give this movie a 7 out of 10. It is good, production wise, really good. The story is good enough that it's a worthy movie to watch online on YouTube. What else? That's about it, guys. Please let me know what do you think of this movie, the short film. Do you like it, not like it? Which part do you like? What intrigued you? What you think? What are your uh, theories on what's going on in the movie? So yeah, I want to say thank you for your time and effort to watching my short film movie review of Firebase by O Studio. You guys are doing a good job of doing it, on a small budget, and yet still have a great storytelling, a great story, great effect, and both practical and CGI. Kudos to you guys. So, and also, guys, please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. More content to come for you guys, obviously, as I'm doing it right now for you. So, take care. Have a good one. Bye bye.